Hello, I'm Richard and I'm from orbguides.com, and today I'm going to be showing you how to set up an encoder. Firstly, what is an encoder? Well, an encoder basically allows you to connect to an online radio broadcasting server. What you'll need for this tutorial is SAM broadcaster, a radio IP, a radio port, and a radio password. Also, the bitrate may be given. If not, just choose your own bitrate, and bear in mind, the higher the kbps is, the better quality it will be. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, don't worry, because in this video it's going to go into great detail into showing you how to set up an encoder on your sound broadcaster. Also, this process works on any version of sound broadcaster, whichever one you use, 1, 2, 3, or 4. However, in this tutorial I'm going to be using sound broadcaster version 2.83. Okay, so now you're prepared, let's start this tutorial. Some of you may have noticed on the left-hand side of the page there are radio details. Radio details are most likely going to be displayed in this order or fashion. Radio details will be given to you by the site which you work for. For the purpose of this video, I've just made up all of these details myself. So if you do try to connect to this server, it's not going to work as this server is not real. Without further ado, let's make the encoder. First of all, what you're going to want to do is click the little plus sign on your encoder to create a new encoder. It will then ask you what plugin you would like to choose. You're going to want to choose MP3 and MP3 Pro. After doing so, hit OK. It will then bring you to a new page asking you what format setting you would like to use. For the quality, you're going to want to change it to high quality to make it sound a lot better. And for the format, well, our format is given to us over here, 128 kbps and 32 kHz. As I said before, these will be given to you by the site which you work for. So we're just going to scroll down until we find the correct details. Once you find the correct details, you want to go to the top of the page and hit on the tab that says Server Details. After going to the Server Details tab, it will then ask you for your server IP, your server port, and your server password. As you can see, our server IP is here, our server port is here, and our server password is here. Our server IP is 00.00.000.000. Our server port is 0000, and our password is orbguides. Your station name is basically your DJ name, so just enter your name here. I'm just going to put Richard. Leave the genre as it is, and for the website URL, you're going to want to put the website which you're broadcasting on. So if I was broadcasting on orbguides.com, I would change this to www.orbguides.com. Once you have all these details set up, you want to leave the rest set to default, and then hit OK. You will then notice that a new encoder has been created. To connect to the radio, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is click on the icon, and then as you'll see, the little play button will appear. To connect to the radio, all you have to do is hit the play button. If you're successful and you got an error OK, it will say encoding. If you get error disconnected 1049, this means that your server details are wrong. As I stated at the start of the video, these details were made up, so the server will not work. Okay, to disconnect off the radio, you're going to want to click the little stop button. Once the status goes back to idle, this means that you're off air. Please bear in mind that you must make sure that the blue button is ticked and not the red one. If the red button is hit, well then this means that it's going to be recording from your sound card. And even if you have your microphone knocked off, people are still going to be able to hear you. So please make sure that it's on the blue button. That's basically our encoder created now. I hope this guide came into some help for you. Please visit our website at www.orbguides.com for more information about Sound Broadcaster and its tutorials.